Hey everyone, this is You're So Lazy with the other 55%, because you don't know the half of it. Would you do another show? Like 90 Day UK version, for example?
Yes and no. Yes and no, to be honest. I would only do it for basically financial support or something like that. But I will also not do it out of respect for Tiffany and for Lauren as well. Yeah, Lauren she said straight up she doesn't want
Doesn't want to do a
to do
show.
it. Mm-mm.
Smart girl.
Nah, she's not worried about fame, nothing. That's what I
Smart
love.
girl. Yeah.
Very much. I love it. She doesn't even accept the followers. She doesn't need a lot of followers.
Yeah, she didn't accept mine.
Nobody's. I'll tell her to accept yours.
So how did you guys meet? I know you must get, I know how it goes with a lot of these guys. As soon as they appear on TV, and it drives me crazy because they're on a show about falling in love and getting married to someone. And yet women, when women see them on the show, they're like, oh, I've got to have this guy. And they're sending boobs and they're sending,
You
so
want how much you get? There's so much.
I I've only heard, I never want to see personally. I've only heard about this, but I
Yeah, no,
always
you
think
can believe that one.
these men are on a show because they are marrying someone. Why do you think this isn't a show about bachelors?
They
Why do you think this is the guy I've got to send my boobs to?
and make him convinced that his woman is not good enough. He must come for me. You know, that's insane how some people think. And
Yeah.
me and Lauren actually spoke about it the other day. I told her, you know what? It's amazing to me. It feels like a lot of people feed from fights and arguments. Like the moment me and Tiffany would have an argument or a fight, they will be like, "This is my chance. Oh, you have to leave her. Come for me. I'll
Wow.
bring you to the states. Or come live by me. What. You don't need Tiffany. She's this and this and this and this." And I'm thinking
Wow.
to myself, if you think I'm gonna use somebody for a green card to get to the States, you're wrong because
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that. I mean, there's other ways to get to the States if I wanted to, but I'm not going to use somebody to go to the States. Just like somebody told me I must make a GoFundMe to pay for lawyer fees to take me on, for the kids. I said, you know what, I was raised differently. I can't ask somebody else for money to go fight my battle.
Right.
It doesn't work like that. Either I don't fight the battle then because of funding that is not available, finances, or I pay for it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Point. You know, but yeah, me and Lauren just sent me a message. Good luck. That's all she sent. I responded with, thank you, I appreciate it. And as I do to everyone else, I answer short and sweet to DMs. Um, and I can't tell you how it escalated or how it got to where it got, but when we started talking, actually, I realized that then we got a lot in common. It's amazing. It's like she's a female version of me. There's so much in common that it is actually it can't be real. Like I would say something and she would finish the sentence, for example.
Nice.
Um, when we speak, there's not a silent moment. There's constant talking all the time. I can show you on my iPhone. Uh, the last FaceTime me and Lauren had was 12 hours long.
Wow.
12
Wow.
hours. Yes, okay, there was sleeping in between, obviously. Um, but from the moment we wake up to talk all the time, there's not a
Oh.
dull moment. There's not. And that's what makes it different to when I met Tiffany. Yes, me and Tiffany had something going on when I met her, but it wasn't like me and Lauren. Lauren got totally something different. Um, I would say, almost want to say more of a spark, if I can say that. But I made it clear to Lauren, you know what, if I was to pursue this, me and her now, I want to be sure of my facts, and I want to be sure that I'm not gonna subconsciously use it as a rebound. That's what I wanted. It's not what I wanted at all. And I made sure of that. I made sure I filed for the divorce first before I pursued doing something with Lauren. Because by that time, Tiffany told me, you are single, go do what you want. I don't care, go get a woman. What was that? She basically gave me permission. And yeah, I mean, when she came and visited, it was even worse. And you know what? The support that she's showing me with all of this going on with Tiffany, it's amazing. It's amazing. You know, I can't say more thank you to Lauren for who she is. And even with Tiffany messaging her, tagging her in posts, she bluntly ignores it. Doesn't respond, doesn't react, nothing. And that is exactly the right way actually to do it. I told her, you know what, I would have, that's what I always do when he goes on about something, I just keep quiet. But now I reacted. So I tell her, you know what, I can actually learn by you now because you actually show me how I should have handled the situation. You know, and she's just amazing. She's amazing. I enjoy being around. It's so nice not to be judged. It's so nice not to be put down to, you know, someone who knows what you did in the past but doesn't mention it.
Rub it in your face.
Somebody who is willing to move to South Africa instead of wanting to take it there.
Yeah, UK people travel.
Sorry?
There's a lot of Americans that feel like they don't want to travel or don't want to live anywhere else. But I met so many people from Canada, Australia, the UK. They're much more open to that kind of thing than Americans tend to be.
Exactly. You know what? To find love abroad is possible. It's just there's so many. You know, and I've actually spoken to a fan who used to date some guy who lives in the town right next to where my mom stays. And it ended up, unfortunately, that guy was scamming her from the word go. He was just using her for her money and this and that. And you know what? Unfortunately, there is people like that outside.
Right.
So what I tell them from the beginning is if you go into a relationship abroad, I mean, if he asks you for money or she asks you for money, tell them to go.
Right.
Right. Tiffany can quote me, and I've never, ever asked Tiffany for money. Never. Tiffany always offers, you know, so because that's not why you're dating somebody from abroad at all. I mean, you're doing it to go after the money or the green card or whatever, you're doing it for the wrong reasons because then it's not going to last. But yeah, now Lauren's amazing.
How's she handling this attention, or just not accepting follow requests, so it's not really hitting her?
Yeah, no, she doesn't need the followers. She said, you know what?
Yeah. Smart girl. Smart girl.
Yeah, she's in love with me, not with well, the fame, basically. She's not there for the fame at all. She doesn't want to film, she doesn't want to do nothing. Because I make jokes with her. I said, you know what, Lauren, how does it sound? Maybe they come to UK and I send her the screenshot of the advert. And then she's like, hell to the no, not gonna get me, Just, you know, just putting it out there. I mean,
yeah. Well, good.
You know, that was the other sad thing that Tiffany compared me with Sinjin. She said, what if you do what Sinjin did? You know, she takes me there and then I leave her. Honey, believe me, if I go there and things don't work out, I'm definitely not staying. I'm coming back because I don't need to lean on a sponsor for support or to take care of me, anything like that. I'll rather come back to my hometown where I know where it's working. Because yeah, if you compare me with singing, it's not cool.
Yeah. I don't watch The Single Life. I tried it the first season,
I've never watched
but
it.
this one,
I haven't even watched my own season.
I have Discovery Plus, and still I refuse to watch that one. That one just out of principle. It's just too messy, too low. And I want to see Mother Deb. I do want to see her story, but there's no way to see her without seeing all the other nasty mess that I have no interest in.
Mom.
So I'm just like, out of principle, I am just absolutely boycotting it. I just refuse to watch it, refuse to meme it, refuse to everything. So yeah, some of the characters on there, just nope, not interested in seeing that mess. So, well, I've kept you a long time. I want to wrap things up, but I did see there were some recent accusations that she had made about you. You know, the little picture in the bathroom, you know, accused you of cheating with Lauren, said something about you telling her you were watching videos of the two of you in intimate.
Oh yeah, that one was quite good.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, and talking about you agreeing to like try to work things out in December if she could come. So I was just wondering, is there any of that you would like to address?
Tiffany made one mistake when she made those actions. The one mistake that she made is she didn't know how to record. And when it came to the text, you know, when she says, "Do you still love me?" and I say, "I will always love you," then she freaks out and says, "That's the wrong thing to say." And I say, "Okay, I love you." All of those things I just said because if I don't give her the words that she wants to hear, I can't speak to my kids. I get cut off. I get blocked. I get told I'm a piece of shit. Okay. You know. As for the baggage stuff, I mean, the one who was Photoshop, definitely, I still accuse her of it. The one in the bathroom. But there's literally nothing in that thing. I mean, it could be like when you buy a new shirt, they put a button there, you know, on the inside of the shirt. Could have been from that. I don't know why she says it's from that stuff. I don't know. The ones in my room, I mean, she went on the black bags on top of my cupboard, and she went into those old ass clothes that came from my mother's house. You know, clothes that doesn't even fit me. You know, and she got those in there. Now, I'm not denying them. I mean, everybody's did some kind of substance in their lifetime. I was just stupid. I didn't throw it away. And yeah, and she took photos, and I'm now doing drugs. I mean, I told her, Tiffany, you can test me any day, even my mom. My mom still now and then, once a blue moon, she tests me randomly out of nowhere. Boom. Listen. Because of that, because those accusations came now like 2 years ago. And it's because of that my mom still tests me till today. And I'm more than happy to take a pee right now. You know? But once again, I don't need to prove it to the world. As for Tiffany saying that, you know, the stuff on video calling this and that, she slipped up on that one because I took her a screen recording, of that whole 1 hour conversation. I showed it to my mom, to Lauren, because that's people I need to prove it to. I proved to them, listen, do you see there's a whole thing? And I like slowly fast forwarded the whole thing in the mirror while I'm holding the book. And so they can see, listen, it's not true.
Wow. Smart that you
And
did that.
that happened once, happened twice. Once was on social media and Tiffany messaged Lauren once, and the second time as well. Like two days ago, 3 days ago, more or less. Friday, exactly.
Wow.
Friday sent another same stories and saying, yeah, that I said we're gonna fix things in this. So I said, whoa, that you definitely slipped up again. Because the call me and Tiffany had on Wednesday, I couldn't screen record that one because due to storage being low on my phone. But I went and I grabbed my friend upstairs' phone and I took a voice recording of that whole thing. And that whole voice recording, you could hear me just basically fighting and making it known that, listen, we are done. All the stuff things. Once again, send it to Lauren, prove my point to her. And
Awesome.
as for the board, Tiffany gave me permission. She signed the mutual agreement divorce paper in June. She signed it. She sent it back. There she already agreed to divorce.
Right. I heard her say it on one of her own lives that you guys were done and filed. Yeah.
This time.
Before Lauren. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't make Lauren know until I was assured of Lauren. You know, I didn't make it known to the public about Lauren because I first had to make sure with Lauren. I told her, like, listen, you must know. I must make this public now. It's going to be a bumpy road. She was in. She said, it's fine. No, she's someone that really sticks by me. No, she doesn't. She knew me from the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I can say thank you to TLC for one thing. I'll say thank you for the show. And it was due to the show that I met Lauren. But yeah, I mean, it's sad for the kids, but
Right.
the mom pushed me to it, and it is what it is at the end of the day.
So my question when I saw the pictures is obviously, she's not been there for a while. So obviously these pictures were taken in better times. Why were they taken? When were they taken? And why, like, was she holding on to them like some kind of blackmail? I guess I think differently than most people.
Exactly what you did.
I don't look at that and go, oh my God, Ronald's on drugs. I go, why did she have these pictures?
Didn't say nothing.
Sending them to you now. Did you know she had these? Did she talk to you about these?
No, she blackmailed me numerous times saying, yeah, she's going to post it. And I told her, listen, post it. That shit doesn't mean nothing to me. Nothing.
Wow.
I told her post it. But I told her, you know what? Because that's how we were toxic for each other. I told her post it, and I'm going to post the videos I have. And that's why she never posted it, because she knows what I have. And even now, when she posted it, I still respect her for not showing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, stay that way. Don't stoop to that level and do that.
I won't. I will never stoop to that level. No, I'm better than that.
And for Carly and Daniel's sakes,
Talk about it.
Just want to leave it to you if there's anything else you'd like to say that we didn't cover already, or something you want to add to anything we talked about already.
I just want to say that believe everything you see on TV.
Yeah.
That's all I can.
Yeah.
Because people are really quick to jump to conclusions and make up their own story, but then the truth,
Yeah.
That's actually the sad part. There's always two sides to a story. That I think. But as much, I don't know. a lot of people is sad that Tiffany is getting divorced. A lot of people are mad, or a lot of people are happy. You know, one thing I can tell them all, that I even said to Daniel, I said, you know what I did was wrong. I'm not approving what I did, you know, as a good behavior. But one thing I can assure him is the example that I want to set as how to be a man, how to be a father, how to be a husband. Those type of examples, I'm going to be able to still show him what is different relationship. And unfortunately, that's sad. Yeah, because you must know, it was definitely shown in the video. Now I had to explain.
Right. That shouldn't have happened.
That was probably the hardest thing in my life that I had to do, because I had to watch what I say. You know, you're talking to a almost teenager. So you must be careful with what you say. You must watch how you say it. You can't go into too much detail. You know? But I think the way I just was acceptable. And he accepted it. He accepted my apology as well.
He's such a sweet kid.
Yeah, it doesn't mean because he's so young and I'm an adult that I don't need to apologize. Apologize to him, because I did him wrong as well. You know? But I will never ever fail. I will always be there. And, numerous times, I would fight Tiffany's mom because they are mistreating Daniel. Because he would call me and he would say this and this. They say they are saying this, and that's a story. And then I would fight them. I would always fight them. Always. That's my boy. I love him. Same with God. Doesn't mean I'm not there. I can't fight for him. But one thing everyone can be assured of, don't be fooled with being thought that I don't support or take care of the kids. But that's not true.
Okay.
Much better than what I come for or being played as.
So,
and now that I think about it, you know, all these thoughts, accusations, made up bullshit, I don't know what you want to call it, that everyone has, thinking and saying I'm a criminal and I have a record, and stop with that.
yeah. Yeah.
Because I have my clearance certificate to show I have 0 on my record, by the way. And the visa application wouldn't have been approved if I had a record.
True. Well, thank you for your time and being so honest and open.
No, thanks to you.
And I hope to just to give people a chance to hear a little bit of your side, because I always felt there was an imbalance of information.
Definitely. No, I appreciate it.
I
enjoyed it. Long time coming, but it's
yeah. We finally did it. All right. Well, thank you so much, Ronald.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too.